Okie dokie, can you hear me now? Don't know what was going on there. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. Just give me the thumbs up that we're sound as well as vision. Are we okay? Are we good? Have we got sound everywhere? Yeah, all good, all good. Awesome, guys. Don't know what happened there. Excellent, excellent. You see all this technical stuff when you haven't done a quiz for a fortnight? It's loud and clear. Awesome. We're good. So we've got a quizzy quiz between now and 10 o'clock, or maybe 4 minutes after, because I lost 4 minutes because you couldn't hear me. So let's start all over. Happy 8th birthday, Hannah Graham. Hope you were spoilt rotten from the Pugwash Ultras. Good stuff. You're a big 8 today. I hope there's one or two questions, Hannah, that are right up your street. Let's hope so. So wherever you are, whether you're in Ireland, Birmingham, not Alabama, but kind of middle England, or in Florida, relaxing, or if you're Vanessa, are you all good in San Diego? Here's what we've got in store for you. We've got 4 rounds between now and 10-ish. Famous bobs, right? Famous stations. Famous 90s, stuff from the 90s. Famous in the middle. Everything's famous here. Then we'll do a full course of... Are you ready? Are you ready? 12 tricky connections. We've got a picture round, some 90s TV, some catchphrases, say what you see, and a bit of culture, some famous artists. Then we'll finish with some famous acronyms, famous book anagrams, famous autonomous regions, whatever the heck that is, and we'll finish with some posthumous famous number ones. Andrea, not too tricky. We're all good. First round, 48 points in total up for grabs. The rules are straightforward. Number 1, you enjoy yourself. Number 2, no cheating. And number 3, the golden rule. If you get all excited, no answers on the feed. Good stuff. You ready, Hannah? Not too much cake, I hope. Famous bobs. Famous bob number 1. Bob and Helen Parr. Bob and Helen Parr are a couple of superheroes. Can you name the 2004 Pixar computer animated hit? Bob and Helen Parr? Superheroes. We're looking for the 2004 Pixar movie. Is your famous Bob, Hannah, number 1? Calvin on YouTube, can I do a wee shout out for Tracy Boyd? 63 tomorrow. Tracy, happy birthday tomorrow. Famous Bob number 2, Robert Allen Zimmerman, singer-songwriter. Robert Allen Zimmerman is your famous Bob number 2. Pleasure, William, as always. Good for you, Tracy. Famous Bob number 3. Pace okay? Sound okay? Famous Bob number 3. Bob Woodward. Well, Bob Woodward was an investigative journalist. We're looking for the newspaper made famous by a 1972 political scandal. Bob Woodward. Famous Bob number 3. We're looking for the newspaper. Famous Bob. Number 3, Bob Woodward. Newspaper. Yes, Billy, 63, a mere child. Emma and Stephen missing Vanessa. She's out having a good time in San Diego. All good. So there's your 3 famous Bobs, and don't worry if you're late tuning in, we'll do a recap as always in writing at the end of round 1. So that's your first 3, always doing 4x3. Famous stations. Hannah, paying attention. Famous station number 1, King's Cross Railway Station, platform 9 3/4. King's Cross Railway Station, platform 9 3/4. Movie, book. Famous station number 1, King's Cross 9 3/4. Hey, Cora, the Thunderbroads, or most internationalist of teams. Welcome back, Cora. Famous station number 2, Penn Station. Penn Station. Well, this happens to be the busiest transportation facility of any kind in the Western Hemisphere. Penn Station. The city, please. Penn Station. The busiest transportation facility of any kind in the Western Hemisphere. We're looking for the city. Famous station, Penn, number 2. Evening Team Dev, evening Finn's Fools, evening Parker House, evening Billy Solo, evening Barkin Mad from Antrim and Leicester. Hey, Billy and Connor in the cave. Hey, Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere. Sure is. Famous station number 3. This is the busiest rail station in the UK, and it was the London terminus for Eurostar International from 94 until 2007. We're looking for the busiest rail station in the UK. Home of the Eurostar until 2007. Famous station number 3. Couple of tricky ones coming up, Andrea. Seven, 8 and 9. Famous 90s. Famous 90s number 1. On February 11, 1990, who was released from Robben Island? Who was released from Robben Island in February 1990? Famous 90s number 1. Robben Island. Pretty straightforward so far until this point. Tricky, Andrea. The most. 1990s, the most. She had 14 number 1 hits on the US Billboard Hot 100 in the 90s. Who's that? She enjoyed 60 weeks at number 1. With 14 number 1 hits, she had the most US Billboard Hot 100 hits in the 90s. Who's that? You're rather tricky. 90s, number 2. Excellent, Joe. Spending time with the English contingent. Keep putting your comments on the live chat feed. It's good to know. So who was that? 14 number 1 hits, the most of any other artist in the 90s? Billboard Hot 100. Tricky. Bit of a debate going on there, I suspect. Famous 90s, number 3. We're doing good. We're making up time. Launched in 1994. Created by Michael Crichton. The second longest running primetime medical drama on American television history. Name this show. Launched in 1994. The second longest running primetime medical drama. Name that. 94. Famous 90s. Number 3. Medical drama. Final 3 in round 1. 10, 11 and 12. I've called this in the middle. In the middle of 3, in the middle of 5 and in the middle of 7. So you figure out what's missing in the middle of 3, 5 and 7 respectively. In the middle, number 1. Born identity. Number 1. Missing. Born supremacy. So what's in the middle of born identity and born supremacy? Is your famous in the middle number 1? Born identity, in the middle, born supremacy. Tricky, in the middle of 5, number 2. Jot these down. Genesis, not the band. Exodus, not the album. In the middle. Then Numbers, and then Deuteronomy. Wow. So Genesis, Exodus, in the middle. Numbers and Deuteronomy. What's in the middle of that 5 sandwich? Did you jot them down? Genesis, Exodus, gap, Numbers, Deuteronomy. In the middle. Tricky. And your final in the middle is a 7. So jot these down. So you get 3, and then there's a gap, and then there's another 3. So jot these down. Atlanta, Sydney, Athens, gap, London, Rio de Janeiro, Tokyo. In the middle, what's missing? So Atlanta, Sydney, Athens, gap, London, Rio, Tokyo. What's in the middle? Famous in the middle, number 3. Jacob Boyd says, shout out for Mike Oxlong, turning 7 in 5 days. Wow. Mike, you'll be 7 in 5 days. Wow. Okay, let's recap on round 1. So here's your first 4x3, your 3 famous Bobs. Bob and Helen Parr. We're looking for the Pixar 2004 movie. Robert Allen Zimmerman, famous Bob. Number 2, Bob Woodward. We're looking for the newspaper. Famous stations. King's Cross Station, platform 9 3/4, the book or the movie. Penn Street. Penn Station, the busiest transportation facility in the Western Hemisphere. Where would that be? And then the busiest rail station in the UK. The London terminus for the Eurostar until 2007. Then your famous 90s. Robben Island, 90s number 1. And tricky, famous 90s with number 14 number one hits on the US Billboard Top or Hot 100 in the 90s, enjoying 60 weeks at number one. Who would that be? And then launched in 94, created by Michael Crichton, the second longest running primetime medical drama in American television history. And then you're famous in the middle. I gave you Born Identity, what's in the middle? Before Born Supremacy, Genesis, Exodus in the middle, before Numbers and Deuteronomy, and then Atlanta, Sydney, Athens in the middle, London, Rio and Tokyo. So 12 points are up for grabs, guys. On your, eased you in with a couple of banana skins, possibly round one. Your answers, 12 points available. And if you haven't played before, just at the end of each round, post your team name and your running total. That would be good until we get this all automated, which is our plan. Your answers to round one. So Bob and Helen Parr, well done Hannah for getting the Incredibles. Bob Dylan, Robert Allen Zimmerman, The Washington Post, due to the Watergate scandal, was your newspaper. Harry Potter, New York, Pennsylvania Station, New York was the location. Waterloo Station, Nelson Mandela. Mariah Carey, well done anybody who got Mariah Carey and didn't go for Cher. ER, The Bourne Ultimatum, and in the middle of the Pentateuch was Leviticus, and Beijing was in the middle of your Summer Olympic host city. So out of 12, let us know how you're all doing on our live feed. Out of 12, your team name and your scores out of 12. Fantastic. Pugwash Ultras with Hannah on board, 12 out of 12. Billy, Max, no Jacks tonight on 8. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere on 11. MKD, no Douglases, 11. Parker House on 11. Kintyre Killers on 10. Shamrock Solitude on 10. Billy and Connor in the Cave on 11. Bark and Mad on 11. Maurice on 10 on Facebook Live. The Thunderbroads, Cora, 8. Keep those scores coming in. There's a bit of a time lag between Facebook, the website and YouTube, but we're all good. We're in no rush here. Desi Cahiz in the Doll on 11. A bunch of amateurs down in sunny Florida. Well done, Bill and Noreen on 8. Up in Derry, William and the Friars on 10 with Texas Ted. Where is that tattoo? Finn's Fools on 11. Houston, no problem on 11. The Donnellys, wow, 12 out of 12. Team Dev, 10. Kira and Christina, 10 out of 12. V, what's the name of the spin-off? Carnegie Collective on 9. Clemmy and the Brothers on, wow, on Facebook on 10. Maria, hi Maria, on 10. Jay and Shannon on 7. Paddy and Breege on 12. Carnegie Collective, did I say that, on 9. Dave D, 10 out of 12 for the Aston Villains, on fire tonight. And the Richmonds on Facebook on 9 out of 12. Awesome. Good scoring, guys. Round 2. A full course of connections. Wow. So we've conjured up an interesting connections round for you tonight. Tuning in for the first time, you get 3 bits of random information. You join the dots. And you figure out what connects. There are 3 really, really tricky connections this evening. Did you get that, Andrea? 3. What connects? Pay attention. What connects MASH with the state of Iowa with a sporting tracking system? Wow, that is your tricky connection to get you off the grid. MASH, Iowa, and a sporting tracking system. Sean McClements, 12 out of 12. Wow. Good scoring, Sean. Maurice, 10 out of 12. Never too late, Maurice. What connects MASH, Iowa, and a sporting tracking system? Tricky. What connects? Number 2. What connects a basic structure with a mobile phone with a prison? Jail. Prison, jail with a mobile phone with a basic structure. Is your what connects? Number 2. Donnelly's on fire. Emma and 2 dumb boys not far behind. What connects? Number 3. What connects where ships are repaired, where they're repaired, with a courtroom, with a berthing of spacecraft? So what connects berthing of spacecraft with a courtroom with where ships are repaired? Is your what connects? Number 3. Connection 4. What connects? What connects your spine as in back, with a vinyl phonograph, with a harrow associated with agriculture? So what connects your harrow associated with agriculture with a vinyl phonograph with your spine? Is your out there? What connects? Number 4. William, the tattoo has been done. Wow. Can't wait. Texas Ted. What connects? Number 5. What connects a Disney character with the underworld with a dwarf planet? So your connection 5. A dwarf planet, the underworld, and a Disney character. What connects? Number 5. Kieran, Christina, imagine asking me a question in the middle of me asking questions. Name of a spin-off. Connection 6 of 12. What connects? A 1973 Best Picture with Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner with a puncture made by an insect. I'll just do that one again, shall I? So what connects your puncture made by an insect with Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner with a 1973 Best Movie? What connects? Number 6. Best seats on the website. Definitely after 10:15. All channels so far. Connection 7. Definitely. I'll be amazed if anybody gets this, but knowing you guys, what connects number 7? What connects the Mile High City with Woody Woodpecker's rival, with Henry John Dutchendorf Jr.? I can hardly say it. Henry John Dutchendorf Jr. with Woody Woodpecker's rival with the Mile High City. Let me just do the Henry John Dutchendorf Jr. again, shall I? Who on earth is Henry John Dutchendorf Jr.? Woody Woodpecker's rival with the Mile High City. Connection 7. Oh, photograph has been sent. Am I allowed to share that photograph, or is there intellectual property around that? Texas Dad. Did you get the Mile High City? Woody Woodpecker's rival? Henry John Dutchendorf Jr.? Flip. Connection 8 of 12. To Kill a Mockingbird. A seed-eating bird with a posthumous Academy Award-winning actor. What connects your posthumous Academy Award-winning actor with a seed-eating bird with To Kill a Mockingbird? Tricky. Connection, Andrea. Number 8. Have a shot. I think Paddy knows Henry John Dutchendorf Jr. Connection 9. What connects? What connects a Duffy hit with an English county town with an American singer? She is in the top 40 all-time female US hitmakers. So your American singer, female, in the top 40 US female hitmakers with an English county town with a Duffy hit is your what connects. Number 9. Doing good. Making up for some of that lost time due to audio problems / my problems. Connection number 10. What connects? What connects a famous British statesman with the Kentucky Derby with, I've done this one before, the polar bear capital of the world? So the polar bear capital of the world, nah, you'll not get that. You might get Kentucky Derby and a British statesman is your what connects. Number 10. It's always hard sometimes getting the third connection. I'm talking about me, by the way. Excellent. Rory, Vincent fan page quiz going good on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Despite all my audio problems. Connection 11. What connects? What connects a former British administrative area, so an administrative area that used to be used in, anyway, a former British administrative area with a draft horse, Hannah, with the Hobbits. So what connects the Hobbits with a former British administrative area with a draft horse is your out there connection number 11. I did warn you, connections are difficult tonight, Andrea. And your final connection of 12, and I'll put them all up again, so don't worry, there's no panic. Don't panic. Your final connection. So what connects Manor Farm, as in Animal Farm, with David Bowie, or Bowie, with Ellen Ripley's pet? So what connects Ellen Ripley's pet with Manor Farm from Animal Farm with David Bowie is your final connection, number 12. So let's put all your connections up in writing, shall we? And I'll give you a few moments to digest. So there's your 12 connections, guys. Good luck. I'll leave those with you for a few moments while you tidy them up. There was, definitely a few difficult ones in there. I'm not going to use the word trick, Andrea. Okay, back to you in a few moments. Digest. Okie dokie. So, how do you feel you got on? Because that was a challenging round of connections. So, well, let's find out your answers to your connections. Good luck. Rooting for you. So, connection number 1. Hawkeye as in Pierce, as in Hawkeye State, Iowa, as in Hawkeye used in many sports, particularly tennis perhaps. Cell as in phone, as in prison. Dock as in court, ship, spacecraft. Disc as in harrow, spine, record. Pluto as in underworld god, planet, Disney. Sting as in bee, as in police, the band, as in Redford Newman movie. Denver as in Colorado, as in John Denver, as in Woody Woodpecker. Well done, anybody who got Denver. Warwick, as in Avenue, as in Dion, as in Shire. Churchill, as in Winston, as in Downs, Kentucky Derby, as in Manitoba, the polar bear capital of the world. Shire, but you know that by now. Shire, as in horse, as in the Hobbits, as in English County. And Jones, as in George Orwell. Farm owner David Robert Jones, Bowie, and Cat on Nostromo. So out of 24, let me know how you're getting on. Out of 24, guys. Billy Solo, Max, 19. 5 o'clock summer, superb Joe, 23. Breege, Paddy, superb, 24. Bargain Mad, 21. Kieran Christina, 15. Maurice on 20. Billy and Connor in the Cave on 21. Pugwash Ultras maxing out on 24 along with Paddy and Breege. That is awesome. And the Donnellys on 24. You're smarter than the average quizzer. Shamrock Solitude on 20. Ronan says they were hard in that round. Yes, they were. But anyway, it's the taken part. Kintyre Killers on 18. Cahiz and the Doll on 20. Team Dev on 21. Carnegie Collective on 18. Finn's Fools on 22. Parker House. It was tough on 18. On YouTube, Dave D on 20. Clemmy on 19. Maria on 21. On Facebook, I'm watching all my channels simultaneously, all at the one time. Let's Get Quizzical on 20. Mona on 18. Thunderbroads. Emma and the Two Tomboys, 22. Dumb Boys even, 22. Houston, no problem. Dave D, did I say that? On 20. Hey, Rhonda on 17. MKD, 21 out of 24. Superb scoring, guys. Friars Family and Texas Ted with a tattoo on 19. Can't wait to see that. Great scoring, guys. your third round of 4. A picture round. A picture round. So, 12 pictures. I haven't looked at the venue in Ballyclare. 17. Yes, it was hard. It was a tricky connections round. So, you've got some catchphrases. Say what you see. We've got some 90s TV. And we've got some artists. Yeah, that was it. 4x3 gives you 12 images. Say what you see. Catchphrase number 1. Say what you see. Good luck. Number 1. Say what you see. Number 2. Catchphrase number 2. Say what you see. Catchphrase. Say what you see. Number 3. Good luck. One. Say what you see. Number 4. Okay. 90s TV. 4 shows from these. 4 hopefully straightforward shows. Show number 1. 90s TV. Show number 2. 90s TV. Show number 3. 90s TV. Name the show. And final TV show from the 90s, number 4. Okay, you're just going to get one shot at these, so no repeat. And we'll finish with a bit of culture. For pieces of art, we're looking for the artists respectively. Okay, not musical artists, we'll do that much later. So, for pieces of art, the respective artists, there's 4 of them. Good luck. Bit of culture, because you're that kind of audience. Artist number 2, culture. Artist, please. Artist number 3, good luck. Who's this? Who's responsible for this piece of genius? And your final image, your final artist, my personal favourite. Who's this? Who's responsible for this piece of work? Okay, so how did you get on in your picture round? Well, only one way to find out. Here we go. Here we go. Get the right slide. So your catchphrases: cost an arm and a leg, hand in hand, high school and catch 22. Your TV shows: Frasier, Seinfeld, Twin Peaks, and of course, Cheers. And your artists: well done if you got Botticelli, The Birth of Venus, Dali, Memory, Michelangelo, and Caravaggio. So let me know how you got on with your scores out of a running total of 36 points. So out of 36, as we go into our final round, how are you getting on out of 36 points? Gemma, let's get quizzical. On 32, superb. Bill, superb, 27. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere, 34. Billy, Mac, solo, 30. Cahies and the Doll, 30. Kantara Killers, well done on 28. Bark and Mad, superb, on 33. Kira and Christina, catching up on 23. Billy and Connor in the Cave on 30. The Ultras, you dropped one, you're on 35. MKD, no, Douglas is 32. Emma and 2 Dumb Boys on 33. Parker House on 28. Comfortably Dumb on 35. Dave D and the Aston Villains on YouTube on 30. Thunderbroads on 30. Finn's Fools on 32. Maurice on 30. The Waltons on 28. Clemmy on 27. The Richmonds, Superb, 27. Maria on 33. Friars and Tattooed Ted on 27. Shamrock Solitude on 31. Noreen, 27. The Donnellys, 34. Fantastic scoring, guys. Brilliant scoring. Team Dev on 33. So the gap has narrowed. A few people have dropped points. We move into our final round, or home straight. Vape venue in Ballyclare, Ginny Mac, we are uncultured. Never say that. You're very cultured. Final round. So what have I got in your final round? We've got acronyms, book anagrams, autonomous regions, and posthumous number ones. What on earth am I talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I think this is a tricky enough round. So we'll start with your famous acronyms. Acronyms? Okay, well, without any further ado, this is what I'm talking about. So, famous acronyms, your first bunch of 3. So, we want to know, what does SWAT mean? As in SWAT team. SIM as in card, and ZIP as in code. Do you know what those acronyms stand for? Is your first 3. Good luck. So, famous acronyms. What do they stand for? SWAT, as in team, SIM, as in card, and ZIP, as in code. Your 3 famous but tricky acronyms. Donnelly's doing well, Team Dev doing well. It's tight at the top, guys. 34, 33. There's another 34 at 5 o'clock somewhere in 34. Sooner I have these leaderboards, the better. Comfortably Dumb, 35, however. It's Finn's Fools, 30. This could go. Shamrock Solitude, 31. This could, Team Dev, 30, this could go. This could go. This is the most exciting quiz I've been at in a fortnight. And there's your acronyms. Next set of 3, another slide. I think we have famous book anagrams. So you've got 3 famous books from these anagrams. 4, 5, and 6. Another slide. Good luck. Famous book anagrams. The Tasty Beggar, Wander Apace, and Greet with Hushing are your 3 famous books from these anagrams. I'll leave that one up for a few seconds, shall I? They are vicious. But yous are vicious teams. Yous are smarter than the average quizzer teams thingies. The Tasty Beggar, Wander Apace, Greet with Hushing. 3 famous books from these anagrams. Good luck. Okay, so are you mixing up your letters satisfactorily with your old anagrams? Three very famous books. Okie dokie. Your next set of three, another slide. Flippin' heck. Round four I should just call the slide round. Okay, autonomous regions. We're looking for the mother countries respectively. So your three autonomous regions are Greenland, Corsica and Madeira. But do you know the mother countries respectively? Greenland, Corsica and Madeira. Three autonomous regions, three mother countries please, for 3 points, potentially. So the mother countries respectively of Greenland, Corsica and Madeira for 7, 8 and 9 in your final home straight round. Okie dokie, and your final three. Okay, another slide. What we've got are three posthumous number ones. What does that mean? So these deceased had number one hits after they died. Okay, so you've got the artist, and we're looking for, and I've given you, so there's no controversy, so the artist, I've given you the date of their posthumous number one. So we're looking for the names of the songs for these number one songs posthumously for the following. You got it? We're looking for the songs, and I've given you the dates that these songs reached number one. Good luck. And there's three of them. Posthumous number ones. So Freddie Mercury had a posthumous number one in August 1993. Name the song. Jackie Wilson had a number one posthumously in December 1986. And John Lennon had a posthumous number one in December 1980. So we're looking for the songs, please, that these three famous artists had number one songs, but they were no longer around. Be careful with John Lennon. Three number one songs. Okie dokes. So we'll do a recap on your 4x3 slides in a few moments. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for all your donations. And let's recap on your final 4x3 slide, shall we? Posthumous number ones. Freddie Mercury reached number one after he died in August 93. Name the song. Jackie Wilson went to number one in December 86. With what song? Posthumously. And John Lennon, December 1980. His posthumous number one, but the date is crucial. Wow. Okay, so let's do your recap on your final round. Your acronyms: SWAT as in teams. What does SWAT stand for? SIM as in card. What does that stand for? And ZIP as in postal code in Florida and San Diego. What does that stand for? Your famous book anagrams: The Tasty Beggar, Wonder Apace, and Greet with Hushing. 3 very famous books from these anagrams. And then we had your autonomous regions. We're looking for the mother countries: Greenland, Corsica, and Madeira, respectively. And then we finished with your posthumous number one songs. Freddie Mercury, number one with what song in August 93? Jackie Wilson, December 1986, number one with what song? And John Lennon posthumously reached number one in December 1980 with what track? Wow, you're 4x3. This gives you a grand total, potentially, of 48 points. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you like your posthumous number ones, indeed, if you like music, come back to our website in 15-20 minutes for our well-renowned fastest finger jump into your time capsule if you like your music, available on our website. In the meantime, here's your answers to your final round, guys. SWAT. Yeah, Special Weapons and Tactics. Subscriber Identity or Identification Module is SIM. Zone Improvement Plan. Well done, anybody who got Zone Improvement Plan, particularly if you're not in the US. Your books: The Great Gatsby, War and Peace, and Wuthering Heights. Mother countries: Greenland, Denmark, Corsica. I know it feels Italian, but it is French. Madeira, where Ronaldo was born. Portugal. Living on My Own. Well done, anybody who got Freddie Mercury's posthumous number one. Reet Petite, Jackie Wilson, and Just Like Starting Over. So in the old Living on My Own, Freddie Mercury, he died in November 91. He reached number one in August 93. Reet Petite, Jackie Wilson, died in January 84, reached number one in December 86. Just Like Starting Over, John Lennon passed away on December the 8th, 80. He reached number one 12 days later with Just Like Starting Over. I know people would have gone for Imagining Women, and I get that, but early in the new year. Your final scores out of 48. Kira and Christina, superb 34. Maurice, superb 40. Kintyre Killers, superb 36. Billy Mac, 37. Frog, superb 40. Joe, 5 o'clock somewhere, 42 out of 48. That was superb score. It was a tough quiz. MKD, no Douglases on 44. Barking Mad on 43. Dave D, 38 out of 46, but you had 48 potential. So Gemma, Let's Get Quizzical, 39. Barking Mad, did I say that? On 43. Parker House, 38. Shamrock Solitude, 39. Clemmy, 36 out of 48. Well done. Keith, 35. Superb. It was Pugwash Ultras, 45 and finished up. Cahies and the Doll, 37. Paddy, 46 out of 48. Superb. I can post the tattoo, guys. The Donnellys, 43. Superb scoring. Thunderbroads on 36. That was a tough. Hey, Maria, 44. That is unbelievable. Rhonda, well done. The Waltons, 35. Great scoring, Bridge. 44 for the Houstons. Wonderful scoring. That was a tough quiz. Maybe too tough. Maybe I'm losing. Am I losing? Do you think I'm... Bill, you're welcome. Enjoy the sunshine. Do you think I'm losing my edge? Maybe fortnightly quizzes or... Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you like music, come back to the website in 15 or 20 minutes, whatever. If you're around, that would be good. For the rest of you, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Take care, guys. Lots of love. Blessings. And stay tuned for future quizzes and future developments about our leaderboards that I'm working on. Lots to play for. Always. Take care.